another video. Today I'm going to have for you a beauty video, and it's going to be on the James Charles palette. I got it when it launched on Morphe's website, and then I didn't get it until like 10 days after that, so I don't even know the dates. It's been so long. I decided that I'm going to do a makeup tutorial because I know there's a lot of controversy regarding the way that the eyeshadows perform. There's talk that the eyeshadows perform better with a primer rather than a concealer. So I decided that I'm going to do a makeup tutorial. This isn't going to be a tutorial. It's kind of just like a review, a comparison with one eye with eyeshadow primer and with one eye with concealer. Because me personally, I don't like to use, well, I can't say that I don't like to. I just typically use concealer when I do my eyeshadow. So this is kind of, I'm going to play with it to see if I can get the same amount of pigmentation, if I can get the same color payoff, and just to see if there really is a huge difference between using an eyeshadow primer and a concealer for your base, for your eyeshadow looks. So if you're interested in this kind of video, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so I obviously zoomed you guys in. So typically my eyeshadow tends to look better on my right eye than my left, because I'm right-handed. So I think I'm going to do concealer on my right eye and primer on my left. And to blend out the primer and the concealer, I'm going to be using my Sigma Concealer F70 brush just to clean it up around my eyes. Okay, so I just got done priming both my eyes. And just to let you guys know, I don't think I mentioned this, but for the primer I used the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. So that's what I have on my left eye. There's a lot of construction around where I live right now, which is a little frustrating. I didn't expect all of this noise, so I pre-apologize. Personally, I do like to set my concealers because I think if you don't set them, your eyeshadow tends to skip. So I'm just going to go in with my Just Peachy Mattes palette, and I like to use the shade Peach Meringue. It's just like the lightest shade in the palette, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Just do a quick little base. It's like a bone color, so it's really not gonna add any color to my lid. It's just setting what I already have. Again, I am not a makeup artist. I am mediocre. That's even being a little generous with my makeup skills. So this by any means is not like me trying to show off any sort of makeup talent, because I kind of don't have any. So I'm gonna try and attempt to do a sunset kind of look. I'm gonna try and use like the orange, the yellows, and the reds. So I'm gonna see how those work on both eyes. So I'm going to be taking the orange shade, and that is the shade called 518. I'm gonna take that into my crease. So this is the side that has a concealer. I don't think that it's blending out too bad. My light might be really, really harsh, so it might be washing out the color. Okay, I'm building it up right now. So. Okay, like I said, this is the eye with the concealer, and I think that it's doing a pretty decent job, especially you're able to build up the color. So it's an artistry palette, so I think that this is fine. I mean, I think it's building up really nicely. So this is the concealed, or the primed lid. Sorry. I feel like I'm getting higher payoff on this eye to start. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna have to build it up as much with the primer. Maybe actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to still build it up, which is fine. I mean, if you expect to just be able to swipe on one shade like right away and not have to build it up, like, your expectations are really freaking high, people. I'm sorry. I went through both eyes 3 times. Like, I added color 3 times. Again, sorry, there's like kids outside playing. Like literally right next to the window that I'm sitting at. from what I can see, I feel like the right side might be better. But I'm not. I don't know. Again, I said I'm a right-handed person, so typically my eyeshadow is a lot better on the right. So that's 518 on the lids right now. Again, concealer, sorry, I didn't think about that. Concealer, primer, and again, I don't think that they're not performing the same. Honestly though, I think the concealer's better. At least just with this color. I think I'm still going to use the same brush that I'm using. Oh, I didn't even mention the brush that I used. This is the JH33 palette. It's just like one of those little crease brushes. It's not a fluffy blending brush. I think I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go in with Rusted. It looks like it's a burnt orange transitioning to a red kind of color. So I'm going to just add that kind of on top, a little bit lower. Again, kind of trying to create like the look of like a sailor sunset. That's kind of what I'm going for. Like a nice, pretty red, orange sunset. I'm really liking the way that this color is performing as well. I don't think it's that bad. I personally think that this is doing great. And again, this is the eye with the concealer. So I don't think it's bad. And I honestly don't think that I'm going to have to really build up this color because this is kind of the color that I wanted. I'm going to go in with that russet color. My other eye. I think the colors show up differently. Like this one shows up more red. This one shows more up like an orange. So there's like a slight difference, I feel like, in color payoff, at least from what I'm seeing. But honestly, it's not like a crazy difference. I mean, it's like a shade or two, but what do you think? Again, my eyes are bad, so I had to go to the eye doctor yesterday, but again, the payoff isn't bad on either eye. But I feel like it's more pigmented on the eye with concealer. Like it's darker right there. But I'm not seeing like the shades not performing well on either eye. It's just like the pigmentation's the color's a little different, which is, it's a little frustrating because when you're using the same eyeshadow, you expect it to look the same. So I'm going to go in with the JH40 brush. And I'm going to take the red, which is You're Kidding. And I'm going to put that right underneath, kind of more in the crease. This red's really, really pigmented. How do we like it, guys? Talk about the shadow, not my blending abilities, not my makeup abilities, because they're very, very little. Okay, let's go on with the other eye. So what I'm seeing, I actually had to use more red on my left, which is the eye. It's this eye. And it also has the primer. I'm having a hard time getting the same color shades on both eyes. Like at first this eye looked more red. This eye looks like a darker red. This eye looks like a more brighter red. So I am getting a different color red, I feel like. I don't know if you can really see because of the lighting. I don't think that the eyeshadows aren't performing well. That's the problem. So I'm going to take the JH32 and I'm going to take B. It's the yellow in the palette, and I'm gonna blend out my edges. I'm like super impressed with this color. There we go. So I'm just gonna take the yellow and kind of buff it out on this edges too. I really wish my orange didn't go away, because now it just looks like yellow bread. Again, that's probably my fault because I don't have blending abilities like at all. The yellow, it's not as bright as I expected it to be, but I'm sure I could easily build it up. I do like the fact that when I'm blending it out, not a lot of the color is going away. Because I hate that. When you like try and blend out the crease and like the color just completely disappears. Like, I hate that. So I do like the fact that the color's kind of staying put. It's just blending out, which I really, really appreciate. I mean, it's kind of hard to blend out, but okay. So I really like the way this is turning out. I'm starting to like the left side better. This side, which is the side that has the primer. I don't know if it's like my eyes or what, but I'm starting to feel like the side on the right, which is the concealer side, I feel like the color's starting to break up now. I feel like it's not consistently solid. Like, I feel like there's like a line, like where you can see that it's just not as pigmented. I don't think anything that I am going to do more is going to help the situation. So I think I'm just going to, my face itches. So I think I'm just gonna, leave it as is, because like I said, I don't think that there's gonna be anything that I can do to change the outcome of the situation, which is fine. What the fork is this? What is that? I think I'm gonna cut like kind of like a half circle, not like the complete eyelid, but kind of make it so it's like a sun, like a sunrise, sunset, one of the two. So I'm going to do that really quick and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so just did like I said, a little like half circle. Now I'm going to add yellow on those half circles. So I'm just going to go in with B. I'm going to pack the color on my lid. Not as vibrant as I was hoping for. Okay, so that's what the first eye looks like. Maybe I'm just thinking of another yellow. I feel like it's like looking like a puke yellow, if that makes sense. So on to the other eye. I think I'm expecting it to be like a really bright neon yellow instead of like just yellow. Wow, this looks super chalky on this eye. I don't like the way it's not like a clear like line, which is a problem, which is the yellows relatively look the same. I think I'm gonna go in with the NYX Vivid Brights eyeliner in Halo, which is the yellow color. Maybe just add some more yellowness to the look. Alright, I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. So, I'm just gonna let that dry really quick. Should I add gold on the lid instead? Guys! I'm gonna use the NYX Liquid Crystal Body Liner. What is this? It's in like gold shade. What the fuck shade is this? Crystal Silk, is that the color? I don't know. I'm gonna go on top of that yellow. So I'll add some shimmies. No, that's what I'm going to do for the eyes. I'm going to do my face makeup really quick, and I will be back to finish up the lower eyelashes, okay? So, be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm back. What I have on my face is Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, the Makeup Revolution concealer. I set that with the NYX Banana Powder, and then Rimmel Stay All Day Matte Translucent Powder. I bronze a little bit with Physicians Formula, the butter bronzer. I used a Morphe trio, in Pop of Rose, I want to say. one of the colors in there, and then I use ColourPop for a highlight. And on my lips, I have a NYX, what do I have? The NYX lip pencil in Natural, and then I have a L'Oreal lipstick on my lips. So just kind of run through that. Now we're going to do the, oh, and also my eyelashes. These are the eyelashes that came in my BoxyCharm last month. So if you got these in your BoxyCharm, that's what these are. They're actually really pretty. This is my first time wearing them. They're very big for my eyes. I didn't realize that. And it was already too late after the first one. So they're a little long. Maybe after I take these off, I'll cut them a little bit for my next use. But yeah, that's what I got going on here. A little bit of the glitter did transfer, but honestly that was expected at this point. I'm not even surprised, or if it's broken up. I think that if it hasn't, that's kind of amazing. Yeah, the glitter on my like half crescent, whatever, it hasn't broken up yet, but it will. I know it will. So I'm gonna try and finish this look up for us right now so I can take a picture for the gram. So in case you didn't know, my life is the biggest freaking joke ever. My studio light just went out and I cannot find bulbs anywhere. So we are going to try and film with natural lighting. That is why this changed a little bit. So I do apologize about that. And also this is going to be quick because my battery is about to die. So pretty much all I'm going to do is I'm going to put red underneath my eyes and I'm going to buff it out with yellow, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to take, you're kidding, and I'm going to take it with a flat shader brush. I'm going to buff it under my eyes. My battery is going to die. And I love that now my husband decides to text me. Like, the whole time I was waiting for my phone to charge, he wasn't texting me. Or my phone, my camera. Okay, so just quickly did that, and I'm going to go in with B with just a pencil brush. And I got this one from Sonia Kashuk from Target. I'm gonna put on some mascara and I'll be right back. Alright guys, that's everything. I like the way that the makeup look turned out. Again, wasn't too upset with either eye. I did notice that there was a couple of different color payoffs. They did perform differently, but overall I didn't think that they were that bad. But that's just my opinion, and those were just the colors that I use. They could be different with darker colors, with different colors in the palette, but again, with the shades that I use, I didn't have a problem. So if you do like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you part of the app fam. We do have different types of videos here on the channel, so I'm sure we would accommodate any of your needs. So again, sorry, I'm rushing. Again, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.